Hi everybody, it's Whitney here from the library, and today we're going to go over how to make the ceramic imprint ornament. So let's get started. So first off, I do want to apologize again for having to postpone this project a few days. I bought the wrong clay. Instead of the clay that dries quickly, I bought clay that never dries. And I'll show you what I mean by this. I was very excited that I made this lovely ornament. You can see the imprint of the Queen Anne's lace. I made this a few days ago, and as you can see, it's still wet. So I hope this does dry someday because I really like it. And you can kind of get an idea of what we're doing. But let's take a look at what this project is with the real clay. So let's first go over what's in the kit. So we've got our hard, fast drying modeling clay, and we've got one chopstick. And you will need to provide a flat surface to work on, paper towels. You might also want a cup of water and some sort of flower or greenery that you'll be pressing onto the clay. And you'll also want something to press the flower onto the clay with. I had originally said use a rolling pin or something heavy, but I found that it was too hard with the air drying clay, so I actually am going to use just a box. This is a box of baggies, but it's not super heavy, but it's heavy enough to press the flower to get the imprint to come up. So let's begin. So let's take your clay and roll it into a ball. Now, this is there we are. This is quick dry or air drying clay. Right now, it's very malleable. It's soft, but if you find that yours has hardened a bit, take a little bit of the water that you have somewhere here, and just kind of wipe it into the clay. That will soften it up. You're going to, as you can see by my hands, you're going to get a little messy, but this is pretty much as messy as you'll get. So with that, we're going to roll, and I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Again, with every project we've done here, there's no perfection involved. It's, this is just supposed to be fun, and just be creative and enjoy it. So I've got my ball. So I'm actually going to flatten this part with my palm. And now I'm kind of kneading it out a bit just to make it a little bigger. I don't know if you can see this. I'd like it a little bigger. Okay. There we go. Sorry. Sometimes it's hard to film these videos and talk at the same time. Here we go. All right. Ooh, you don't want it too thin either. Okay. For me, that's a good size. So I'm going to, now remember, the chopstick is going to be used to put a hole so you can hang your ornament. So you don't want your flower or your fern or whatever you're using as an imprint to be too high up. So I'm gonna have mine right here. Let's just kind of press it in a bit so it stays there. And then I'm going to take my box and just kind of press down. Put just a little bit of pressure on there. Lift up And whoops. There. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't know if you can see the imprint starting. I want that a little bit harder down. So, carefully push it. You don't want to squish the flower. And I'm putting a little bit more pressure on this. Lifting up. Oops, sometimes that happens. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so now we can lift the flower up and you have your imprint. And that's pretty much this project. It's very simple. You can go ahead and poke your hole in the top, so you've got your little hanger, and you can twist that around so you've got a good hole. Of course, there we go. It went all the way through. Okay, and then you want to see the imprint. I might have some, there's always a little bug on this one, but anyways, once it dries, this one actually looks better. Once it dries, you can leave it like this, which I really like, or you can paint it. Just take some regular craft paint, do one color if you want, green, purple, whatever you like, and then paint that in and let it dry. Just remember, before you do start to paint it, make sure it's completely dry. And that is really it. You use whatever kind of flower you want. Fern has some really nice patterns in it, so that would be really nice. And just enjoy it and be creative. As always, do not forget to take pictures and please send them to me. I would love to see what you've come up with. And again, as always, just to remember that this program was made possible through CARES Act funding to the Federal Institute of Museum and Library Services, as administered by the Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners. So without them, we wouldn't be able to get all of these kits together for you guys. So we are so appreciative of them. And in the kit is also a QR code or a link to a survey. And I really encourage you to fill out the survey because it's for the grant. It's for the CARES Act grant. It's just to let them know that you did learn something from this, or maybe you didn't, I don't know. And it's helpful for future grant applications. So with that, I will let you create and have fun. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.